A report has emerged that the German automotive industry is very concerned about Tesla. In fact, they're concerned that Tesla will be able to take a huge percentage of the Indian car market and they don't have access. The German government has therefore filed a protest with India. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Tesla has been trying to enter India for a number of years. It's considered building a gigafactory there, but it has not committed to that investment. And part of the reason for that is concern about what has happened to companies who've set up in India in the past. On a number of occasions, external companies who built factories in India have had their factories seized by the Indian government. There's a little bit of concern from Tesla, as you can imagine. And the other thing worth considering here is that the Indian car market is not that big currently. There is 1.4 billion people in India, but currently the cost of EVs is too high, so people don't buy them. That could change over the next few years though. And what seems to be changing soon is that the Indian government are considering giving Tesla lower import duties on EVs if Tesla was to invest in a local manufacturing facility within a stipulated period of time. Now, Tesla does not have to build a gigafactory in order to get these incentives from the Indian government. It just has to build a factory to build stuff. Could be battery modules, could be electric motors, could be something like that. The deal, as per a recent report from the Times of India, has reportedly been seen opposition from the German government. As per the publication, the German government is reportedly filing a protest of the Indian government's potential pro-Tesla measure, since it fears that automakers like the Volkswagen Group, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, of course Audi, etc. could lose in a one-sided effort to promote just one brand. That's what the German government said. This is a one-sided effort to promote just one brand. The German government has started working on a communication that will be submitted to the Indian government, particularly the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. The DPIIT is a key sector in India's efforts to secure an investment from Tesla. So the German government has apparently now officially filed this protest against India. They said this: "We're preparing our views on the matter and are in touch with officials of the German car companies in India, while also taking up the issue with the German Association of the Automotive Industry." India's government has maintained that the potential of adjustments to its automotive sector will not be focused on just one or two players. Instead, it will put in place these incentives for the entire automotive segment. But it appears as though somehow Tesla in the best position to take advantage of the Indian car market. Despite this, German authorities still believe that this setup is a disadvantage to the German automotive industry, to German brands, and that it unfairly benefits Tesla. Our companies were some of the early investors in India, bringing in massive funds, technology, and jobs here. It's unfair to leave them out of any subsidized regime just because they will not make fresh investments like a new player such as Tesla. We need a level playing field, and one that recognizes these companies, which have already invested here in green technologies. Now, the reality here is the German automotive industry have not invested in making EVs in India. That's what Tesla would be planning to do to some degree. And therefore, because these German automotive companies are not really interested in making EVs in India, the Indian government is essentially saying, well, we're not going to give you further subsidies unless you want to make the cars that our citizens actually want and that will benefit our cities. Indian cities are some of the most polluted in the world. And I'm not just talking about pollution on the streets. The air pollution is so bad that people often simply can't even go outside their houses. Previous reports have noted that the Indian government is considering a proposal that could result in import duties on electric vehicles being adjusted to only 15%. 15% would be a staggering number, and this would enable Tesla to possibly sell tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of EVs in the future in India. The reason: today there is a 100% import duty. So all vehicles sold in India that are not made in India have an import duty of 100%. In other words, this duty would be reduced for Tesla to 15%, giving them a huge advantage. The adjustment is reportedly being considered to attract companies like Tesla as well as other key players in the electric vehicle sector, says Teslarati. And here's the thing. These German companies, well, Germany itself will actually benefit because Tesla is planning on sending electric cars that it manufactures in Germany to India. So more jobs would be created by Tesla in Germany as a result. And in addition to this, in order to help supply more cars in India, Tesla will in fact double the size of its Gigafactory in Germany. The key reason is to build the affordable $25,000 Model 2, which it will then sell en masse to Indians. Now, of course, like I said, this does benefit Germany as a whole, but Germany's brands are very worried about Tesla's ascension. I mean, almost every month this year, Tesla has had the best-selling EV, the Tesla Model Y, in Germany. And it's going to be the best-selling car this year. You can see why the German automotive industry are concerned.